Hello and welcome everyone to Oktoberfest 2023. This is game number 3 of the day. RPI in black and red defending the left-hand hoops. Harvard in white and crimson defending the right-hand hoops. Harvard's first game of the day. RPI so far is 0-1 with a loss to Brandeis. RPI will have dodgeballs on the run-up. Harvard will have quad ball. Isaac Serna Diaz is the head referee. Are off and running. Harvard does their best to win control but can't, as Leo Fried has quad ball, passes it up top. Blanchfield has it, top of the key, passes left, pass right back to the top, marked quickly by Estrada, who just comes in and takes the quad ball out, but was beat by Jessley. Jessley then makes a great catch to maintain control. Fried rips a shot, no good, and RPI opens this game with a stop. Fried was thinking about playing aggressive defense, then goes back to his own half. Near side pass. Passes up top of the key, marked by Fried. Oh, good pump fake. Gets Fried off the ground, but he's able to get a hand on it and knock it out. Harvard off and running. Dodgeball back for RPI, slows it up. Trade of stops here early. Harvard taking this one right down the middle. Far side pass. Goes all the way back to the corner, then back up to the goal line. Great one-handed grab from Fried. He's met by two players from RPI though, cannot get through that defense. Jessley makes a beat, Fried now, free to run, dodges a beat, goes left, drops the shoulder, scores easily, and Harvard is on the board 1-0. Quite frankly, RPI's defense and physicality stood up really well there against Team USA's Leo Fried, although he was finally able to capitalize after a few efforts. Viviana Estrada of Team Mexico, near side, she uses the reset, she gets beat out by Chen, and then RPI is able to drop on it, but they're beat out, and then they're third to it as well. Chen makes another beat, and that is a double reset back over the line. First one was Estrada over mid-pitch. Second one there was this player, I believe 44 for RPI, back over the keeper's own line. Leo Fried awarded the quad ball as the closest player. He is called clear. I thought it grabbed his shorts, but it did not. Far side, oh, the pass to the middle. Cutting player can't handle it. Estrada falls on it in the green headband, and RPI gets a stop. Scoreboard here still says 0-0. It's definitely 1-0 Harvard. That first goal from Fried was good. He actually just noticed and yelled at the scoreboard to change it. And they changed it to 2-0, which is incorrect. So, well, hopefully they'll get that sorted out throughout this game as Jessley throws back. It's their beat. Floated pass from RPI. It's something we saw in their game against Brandeis. A lot of their passes just are so floated the defense can close out quickly as Harvard looks to run now. Right up the middle, pass left side, spin move catch, and then goes way up high, too high for the receiver, and Estrada is able to fall in it again in that green headband. The scoreboard now is correct at 1-0 in favor of Harvard. RPI has looked good defense. Excuse me, pass comes middle, beat out by Harvard, and they're able to get the stop. Fried now up and running. There is a dodgeball back. Estrada is back. Fried beats Estrada, gets beat out as he shoots. It went through. They're calling it good. I thought that might have come a little bit late, but the call on the field is that the beat came late and the goal is good. So that's 2-0 Harvard on the back of Team USA, Leo Fried. And the goal ref thought it had to be an inbound there, but on a good goal, it's just awarded to the keeper. And that's what happens here. Harvard now looking high. Pump fake once from the beater, then a good beat. Now Harvard is going to capitalize and press here. Estrada was called clear. She gets wrapped up though, and then that time is beat. And Harvard really working that press play to perfection as they run near side, pass far side, and an easy goal there for Harvard in transition to go up 3-0. For anyone who's watched that RPI Brandeis game, during one of the stoppages, I kind of gave an explanation of how if the other team is down to 1 beater, you can just press on that, and Harvard just ran that play to perfection. Something I would think they could do for large portions of this game. They make a good beat. Estrada runs, gets the ball out. That's a pass to no one. And then Harvard's able to fall on it. They're moving again with speed, again with beaters in front. No beaters back. The no-look pass to Freed. Freed gets around the corner, easily puts it in. And that's 4-0 Harvard. Quickly 2 goals after getting off to a slow start. Stoppage here, unsure what it's about. Harvard had thrown a dodgeball back. They could be talking about third dodgeball manipulation. I didn't see where all the Harvard beaters were, so I really don't know if that's the call or if it's just potentially stalling here as Viviana Estrada wanted to sub out. Kind of took a minute to get her the claw ball, and then she passed it off. As the head referee, Isaac Cerna-Diaz, goes over to the score table. Looks like he might have got a ball bump or something. Or no, he got his cards. I don't think he had his cards, his blue, yellow, and red cards in his pocket. So it actually looks like there might be a penalty on this play. It is going to be on Harvard, and it's going to be on Jess Lee. So there's a yellow card on Jess Lee. I didn't hear what the call was. It was yelled directly away from me in this cavernous stadium. But Jess Lee, who had a lot of card trouble last season, already 7 minutes into this first game at Oktoberfest for Harvard, is in the box yet again. So RPI here. The goal was good. It is 4-0 Harvard. Far side RPI claw ball. Their beater looks to make a lane. They do have control. Fake pass off. Nothing doing that side with Freed and Green. Can't be beat. Pass goes up high, but then they're going left again. Gets around the corner. Pass comes high. Great fight for it, but the beat is there. But RPI was first to the ball. And I think it's just going to be awarded to Harvard for kind of play after beat here on RPI. Harvard bench letting them know to calm down because they're down a beater. Beater in the box. Freed subs off. Harvard going as slowly up the pitch as the head referee will allow. Seconds left on this lead penalty as Chen is able to win control without Lee in the game. Harvard far side gets knocked up by RPI. They are able to fall on that loose ball, so they are able to get this stop while Harvard is down a player, but despite Harvard being down to 1 beater, they do win control back as now Chen looks aggressive again. Handoff here in the RPI claw ball game. Pass up, now right back, right side, pass off again. Going top, driving left, passing right. Pass goes back left, read well by the Harvard keeper. And that's going to be a stop for Harvard. He's off and running. There's 1 beater back. 2 Harvard players with him. The pass goes through, beat and hit hard. The Harvard defense, or the RPI defense, both the beater and the chaser there, read that fast break play to perfection, and RPI gets the stop. RPI now slowly. Good beat there, wins control for RPI. Pass goes high over the head of the Harvard defender. Missed beat. RPI goes right. Great team defense And RPI gets their best look of the game so far, but cannot get themselves on the scoreboard. Harvard now coming up the pitch, stiff arm gets him free of the defender. Kind of a side arm pass there, then back up to the keeper's own line, driving around the corner, right hand side, passes top middle, the pass cannot be corralled by Mertens. Mertens able to pick it up, driving high, shoots it top middle through the hands of the RPI defenders. 6-0 Harvard. RPI slowly passes left side. RPI is able to maintain control here. There's no dodgeballs for Harvard. Harvard is able to win control just on a failed play from RPI's beaters. They could have thrown one back and pick up the second one easy. And now Harvard's able to run after a pileup. Mertens slows it down to let his beaters out in front. Lee back into this one, sitting on a yellow card. Ian Polk into the game, gets his dodgeball knocked out as Mertens is wrapped up but stays on his feet. Pass comes out near side, the pump fake, the beat's no good, but that pass is no good either. And RPI gets a stop. Scoreboard says 5-0, we'll go with that. I thought it was 6. But we'll go with the scoreboard here in this one and say Harvard's lead stands at 5. RPI, far side, driving down, marked by Mac Mertens. Driving middle, beat both and the receiver. The thrower and the receiver was beat. Harvard now running up the pitch. Mertens beat out. I haven't called a clear or a beat, but he's still playing. It hit someone clean. I thought it was Mertens in the thigh. Oh, a great kick beat there from Jess Lees. Not called, and they didn't seem too mad about it, so I guess it missed. Now RPI running, no dodgeballs back. A beat out, the high throw, Harvard bats it out of the air. Ian Polk standing on it, dodges a beat. Ian Polk makes a beat out, and then the ball's out of bounds, Harvard inbounds. It's red ball. It's gonna be RPI to inbound here. So RPI maintains control, they get a second chance, and then a missed beat there from Harvard. They're getting a little bit throw happy and not doing too much with these dodgeballs. RPI slows it up. Near side pass, and then running back up to the top, passing to the top, driving, left side, pulls back, right side. Ian Polk now can make a beat. Pass, tries to go over the top, gets knocked down. Harvard wants to move with speed, no dodgeballs back. Mertens floats one, that hits the ground. It is recovered by Harvard. Makes a person miss, drives right. A good little head fake to the left and then scoring to the right. Harvard's up 6-0. RPI started their game against Brandeis by scoring a goal on their first possession to go up 1-0, and they have not scored a goal since. Ad Ojo was injured in the Brandeis game and will be unavailable for the rest of this tournament for RPI. A huge blow to their quad ball game as they look to get themselves onto the score sheet. Driving now, pass left, and then the shot gets blocked, 98 from Harvard. Great play from them. But then the second effort from RPI brings him to the ground. The beater's there to clean it up. And that player is actually on the ground, injured, unfortunately. It was a fantastic cut, catch, shot, and then staying with the play after the shot was no good, going for the hit, and really slowing down Harvard until their beaters got there. Great play from that player. Hopefully they're okay here as she sits up. Alright, so that player's up there on the corner. Slowly walking off the pitch. All right, so plays about to resume again. Harvard's up 6-0. They did just get a stop on RPI. They do not have dodgeball control, so they'll try to score here with only one dodgeball. Pass comes near side, marked high by RPI's defense, wrapped up, gets the ball out. Pass goes up high, far, driving right side, gets to Mertens. Mertens is beat out. Lee is going to protect this one. Lee gets beat out. Harvard's first to it. They get beat out though. Harvard's now, RPI's running with the dodgeball in front. This could be their first goal of the game. Oh, but an absolutely miraculous beat hit that player in the back. Harvard's not calling for it. It must have been friendly fire. And RPI gets on the board their first goal in this game, and their first goal since about 30 seconds into their first game, to cut the lead to 6-1. Harvard now with control, despite giving up the goal. Oh, a good dodge from RPI is going to win him control right back, but then Lee makes the catch, and now Harvard still has control. As they pass it to Freed, far side, they pass it left behind. That player scores easily through the top hoop, 7-1 Harvard. Chaos in the beater game there favored Harvard. They maintained control and got a no dodgeball look. Oh, but then a good kind of physical play from the RPI beaters gives their team room to get over half. As Lee presses high, that's a good beat there from Chen. Mertens is able to pick it up. Mertens crosses half, pump fake, then actually gets rid of it. Freed gets the dodge, the jump dodge. If I'm being honest, I think that was more of a missed beat than an actual dodge. But Harvard scores yet again to take the lead to 8-1. Apologies here that I do not have rosters for either team. Obviously, after their national championship run, I know a number of the Harvard players, one or two of the RPI players. So for those players who are new or whose faces I just don't recognize, I do apologize, but I'm working with limited information and nothing written down here. So RPI over half, far side. Dodgeball in front, gets down to the goal line, passes down further, the pass comes around, but again, Harvard is able to knock it away, stays inbounds, great footwork there from 59. They're sprinting up the pitch, crosses half, far side, dodgeball back, rips the shot, it's low, no good, and RPI gets the stop there to continue trailing 8-1. Some subs here from RPI. They have a new player in the game. Guessing they're new based on the fact they're wearing a t-shirt, not a jersey. Did not know he had to advance the call from the head ref kind of telling him how the rules work. Great beat there though from Chen. Freed picks it up, shoots it, misses. I believe it missed high. Is able to get his own rebound though. Gets hit as he passes. 59 now has it up top. Right side. Fast feet, passes further right. Then right again, that player gets beat out. RPI is able to cover it with their beaters and get the stop here. Freed is beat out to give Estrada and RPI some room to move. Near side is RPI. Moving left, Chen is right there, can make this beat. Instead beats the beater. Estrada goes way high, passes no good. And Harvard gets the stop. Again, RPI in their first game against Brandeis in their game here, they don't have crisp passes. It's almost if anybody was watching World Cup this summer like Team France, floating everything as Harvard sprints up the far side of the field. Oh, a good little pump fake, beats the defender. Then they hit the trailing cut directly down the middle of the lane. Easily able to put it through the top hoop. And scoreboard says 8-1. I thought that was 9. It is. Scoreboard moves. So 9-1 now, Harvard. Near side now. RPI carrying it up the pitch. Their only dodgeball in front of the quad ball. Passes right, cuts left, then drives forward. Goes high left, easily intercepted again. These floating passes. 2 beaters, or one dodgeball hit Estrada. The dodgeball from RPI missed the player from Harvard. they're able to score, and Harvard is into double-digit goals now as they lead 10-1. RPI slowly up the pitch. Peter in front of the quad ball. Freed could not be beat in the zone now. Pass comes off to middle, drives right through contact, passes further right, then tries to go over the top. Chen is right there, knocks it out of the air with the dodgeball. Now Harvard looking to run again, cutting left side of the pitch. There is a pass right, there's a trailer behind. I think that was supposed to be a shot. It missed badly left and low, and there was also a player guarding those hoops. So RPI gets away with fast break there from Harvard and continues to trail by 9. RPI moving slowly. Harvard with control is content to just let RPI get over half before they do anything defensively. This 2-2 set from Harvard. Jess Lee with a spin beat there, but Estrada dodged a beat, but then gets beat by Chen. Harvard picks it up, streaking up the pitch. No people back for RPI. 11-1 as this lead is extended to 10, and that's going to force RPI to call a timeout. Head referee Isaac Cernadiaz is speaking with keeper Viviana Estrada. I think he just wanted to get the quad ball at her broom before this one stops. We knew it was starting when we came back in. So as this one is 11-1 in favor of Harvard, something that I think really needs to be focused on by RPI is this offensive look. For years and years, they've been known to run this quote-unquote overload, where they'll send 3 players to one side, and they kind of do some passing plays and some handoffs to make space. But against this 2-2, all it's really doing is allowing 1 defender from Harvard to cover 3 quad ball players from RPI. It looks like their RPI is really just going through the motions. They don't really have much speed when they're running this, and they're not making the Harvard defense really turn around or look anywhere. Kind of the same could be said for Brandeis. So if they want to stick with that look, I really think they need to pick up the pace of play or have their beaters kind of create some chaos before they run it. Or they need to start looking at some different looks and really turning this Harvard 2-2 maybe back behind or backwards, because what they're doing now is simply not working. Only 1 goal in the Brandeis game and only 1 goal here so far against Harvard. Meanwhile, Harvard obviously looking really good. Their defense has read passes really, really well. They're knocking down a lot of these passes from RPI, a lot of the shots, and then immediately looking to run, including some faces I don't recognize. Again, I don't have perfect recollection of last year's roster for Harvard, but I believe they're running a number of people this is their first tournament, and all of them are showing a willingness to run, which is fantastic news for the Harvard program looking into this season. So RPI now slowly up the pitch, coming out of their timeout. 17:30 is the time. There'll be a stoppage at 20 minutes. RPI comes over the half, far side. And now here they're coming out of the timeout with some speed. That's great to see. Although the ball carrier was wrapped up, the ball came out. Harvard is first to fall on it, and then just immediately looking to sprint up the pitch. 1 person to beat. They are able to do so, and that's 12-1 Harvard. So just as RPI made an adjustment that I talked about wanting to see them make, Harvard immediately shows some physicality and a willingness to run and get the stop and the goal. Up the pitch now for RPI. Pass off. Again, RPI showing a little bit more speed. This is great to see. Jess Lee, though, makes the beat. Viviana Estrada falls on it. There's a fight for it. Harvard's able to pick it up. RPI looks like they want to play with speed, but their ball carriers aren't making decisions faster. The players are just moving more quickly. It's really allowed Harvard's kind of aggressive defense to eat the ball carriers up. Harvard passes right, then passes all the way across the pitch as beats fly through the middle. That's a great move there, and back-to-back goals there for Harvard. 13-1, number 22 with back-to-back goals. We're at 19 minutes now. Slowly up the pitch comes RPI. Shed immediately a huge beat. That's going to allow Harvard to press. The pass goes down low for RPI. That player's wrapped up, ball out. Ball is recovered by Harvard finally. They pass it back. That's reset used as that player was beat out. And while RPI cannot stand up to the press, they can at least prevent Harvard from running as they also win control right before the 20-minute mark. Right side, the drive around and the lefty shot goes through. 13-1 Harvard. And we are at 20 minutes. This will be the last possession before flag runner on pitch. Estrada near side, dodgeball in front. Drives right, tries to go through a screen. The keeper kind of shakes it off though. The keeper goes out to make a hit, and Estrada just turns her back and gets hit. That ball's out of bounds, and that should be Harvard ball and the 20-minute stoppage. Nope, the head referee is going to give a penalty to that Harvard keeper. Contact from behind, I would not have made that call. I think Estrada saw him sprinting at her and turned her back, that doesn't lead to contact from the back fouls, because otherwise players would be doing that all the time. But in a game that Harvard is winning so lopsidedly, I don't think there's going to be much argument from their bench. So Estrada here just floats it up high. Out up top, RPI cutting left. The shot is no good, misses low. And then great defense from Harvard. Gets them to stop at 20 minutes and wins them control. So at the 20-minute mark, Harvard is up 14-1. The set score will be 20. And Harvard has dodgeball control and the quad ball when we come out of this stoppage. I would expect both teams to put their dodgeballs into the quad ball game here, unless they are just interested in getting some beaters practice at flag runner on pitch. Being up by so much, there's not a lot of utility to them trying to catch the flag runner, who it looks like will be Luis Mendoza of Brandeis. Or not of Brandeis, they're the team warming up in front of me. Luis Mendoza of Rutgers. RPI, obviously the team that has already called timeout this game. You'd think they're reinforcing anything said in that first timeout, particularly on offense, maybe trying to play a little bit faster, making those decisions a little bit faster. After being held to just one goal in their first game of the day, I'd really expect their focus to be on trying to put a few more goals on the board before they go into their third and final game of the day. Meanwhile, Harvard, I expect to continue this dominance. I think they really want to push the pace and end this one as early as they can, so they can kind of have something left in the tank when they face Creighton later on this afternoon. So Harvard immediately off the whistle just drives straight down and scores to make it so that they only need 5 goals to win this game. Leo Fried is out to seek for Harvard against Mendoza. A huge size mismatch here, with Fried should have some reach against Mendoza. Mendoza recognizes that and is just going to run away from Fried. Much respect to him for that. As RPI just fumbles the quad ball out high, Chen is able to protect it. Harvard now looking to run. Far side beats that defender. Oh, and then hits the trailing runner. They're unable to capitalize though, and RPI gets the stop. Fried does finally get a look. It does not succeed. And Mendoza just runs away again. RPI almost got a catch, and then their secret gets beat out as RPI passes the quad ball up the pitch. The pass is just knocked out of the air, and Harvard's able to pick it up and run the other way. Harvard near side. Slowly up the pitch. RPI does have their lone dodgeball on defense here. Pass goes up top middle. And Fried almost had the catch, dropped the tail, and that shot from Harvard up high is good. 16-11. They now need just 4 to win this one. And Fried that time easily has the catch, which means that Harvard needs just 1 to win this game. So confirmation there, the catch is good. That makes the score 19-1 in favor of Harvard. Again, the set score is 20. And RPI did get the stop here, so they will have the quad ball and have a chance to get their second goal of the game on this possession, along with dodgeball control. RPI slowly up the pitch. Chen without a dodgeball, just trying to be annoying. Beat from Hope, wins control to Harvard. Pass goes left, the pass comes right. That pass is too high, that's out of bounds. Harvard gets the stop, and a goal here wins them the game. Despite that, Harvard is gonna make some subs. I guess just to get Mac Mertens in green. Up the pitch, far side now, quad ball. Skips down. Kind of faking the drive middle. The lefty shoots, puts it through. The fancy footwork, the head fakes, all in the end come to fruition. And Harvard wins handily. Final score 20-1.